So, what is a peasant? Most of the Middle Ages wasn't kings or knights. It was ordinary people. The ones bent over fields while history crowned someone else. These were the peasants, the backbone of entire kingdoms. They worked land they didn't own. Some rented plots, but many were serfs, legally tied to the soil and needing permission just to travel. Lords taxed everything: salt, ovens, even marriage. In parts of France, you had to bake bread in the lord's oven and pay for the privilege. In England, lords could take your best animal when you died. A grim death tax called Harriet. Life was dangerous and unfair, but peasants weren't powerless. The Black Death changed everything. So many died that survivors suddenly had leverage. England's elites panicked and passed the Statute of Laborers in 1451 to freeze wages. Peasants hated it. 3 decades later, Wat Tyler led thousands to London in the Peasants' Revolt of 1381. They stormed the city, killed tax collectors, and demanded freedom. The revolt was crushed, but it terrified the ruling class. Beyond Europe, peasants shaped empires too. In China, the Yellow Turban Rebellion helped topple the Han Dynasty. In Japan, rice farmers funded samurai lords, yet sometimes rose in bloody uprisings when taxes became unbearable. In Russia, serfs stayed bound to estates until the 1860s, nearly modern times. Superstition filled daily life. Some villagers buried suspected vampires with bricks in their mouths. Amulets warded off sickness when no doctor was coming. Local cunning folk sold charms and cures, and fear of witchcraft sometimes cost neighbors their lives. Still, peasants adapted. Some fled to cities. After a year and a day there, you were often free. Others faked illness to avoid forced labor. Communities quietly bent rules when lords weren't looking. They didn't write chronicles or carve their names on monuments. But peasants built the world's economies. They fed cities, funded wars, and sometimes, when pushed too far, shook kingdoms. So, what is a peasant? The commoner who bore the weight of history, exploited yet vital, invisible yet powerful when numbers turned to anger. They endured plagues, injustice, and poverty, and sometimes rewrote the rules from the mud up. If you also like learning random things, subscribe. You have found your happy place. Poem. Mud and iron hands of mud and hearts of steel, bent but never taught to kneel. Kings may rule and lords may reign, but peasants sow through flood and pain.